Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him before, you'll see him again. Watch, he's a fast skipper. It's Joel!
All right, good to be here at the Ridgefield Playboy house, but I thought they called it a mansion, But my name's Joel, and I've been working at nonprofit community centers for over 25 years. Thank you. What they don't tell you is when you work for a nonprofit, it actually means nonprofit for me too. See, now I'm a nonprofit comedian, and I get paid in laughs, and my bill collectors are pissed, okay? So, when I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of money or a nice community center to enjoy. Instead, I was at home building forts with blankets and pretending the floor was molten lava. Right? We used our imagination on an iPad for entertainment. These iPads for teens, they're like binkies or pacifiers to babies. When your teens are making a lot of noise, crying, complaining, you give it to them in instant silence. Then they just sit there and suck. But kids, they cry over everything nowadays. When I was crying, whether I was sad, scared, or scarred, my dad would give me the old, "Stop crying before I give you something to cry about, fool." I know my dad sounds like Mr. T, but kids have all these feelings now. When I was a kid, my mom told me how I felt. My mom would say, "Joel, go to bed, I'm tired." And I'd be like, "Mom, but I'm not tired. When I'm tired, you're tired." I finally understand what she meant by that now, right? But what I still don't understand is when my mom got really mad at me, she would yell at me. She'd be like, "Joel, you son of a bitch." Son of a bitch? Unless I'm adopted, Mom, you really shouldn't talk about yourself that way. And I didn't dare correct her because she's a teacher. If I corrected her, I would be in even more trouble. She'd be like, "You're grounded, Joel. Who's the bitch now, So trick-or-treating is way different nowadays. When I was a trick-or-treater, I would go out by myself, well after dark, with a homemade costume that looked horrible. Sorry, Mom, but they were pretty bad, the ones you made. Now, the family loads up the wagon with a cooler full of alcohol, and they pull it around the neighborhood, getting totally hammered. Now your dad's not just Buzz Lightyear, he's buzzed off light beer. To intoxication and beyond. And your mom is some drunk Malibu Barbie, walking the streets. So it's not trunk or treat. It's drunk and eat your kid's candy, right? So it's if they also give out Jello shots at these houses to the adults. Not good if your parents are alcoholics. Then they're pulling dad home in the wagon, your mom's yelling, "Kids, pick up your father. He just fell off the wagon again." Literally. But kids have all the power over their parents. If you don't give your kids what they want, they'll threaten you. That's right. They'll threaten, "I'll call DCF on you." Call DCF on me, please. If you think, I'd handle it totally different. I would tell them, "Go ahead. If you think they're going to do anything to me, think again. They're going to come take you away to a strange house, put you with a strange family. I'll be here enjoying all your stuff," right? But apparently you have to really abuse these kids to get them picked up. Trust me, I've looked into this. But I'm not saying go home and wake up your kid. "Hey, Bobby, wake up. The comic says I could spank you now, you little son of a bitch." I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is your kids need a parent and not a friend to guide them when they're young, right? Right? And if you do spank your kid for your own enjoyment, then I'll be the one reporting your ass to DCF, not your kids. And I've reported a lot of bad parents to DCF in my day. And I said I was sorry, Mom. I really apologize about that, So at the community center, we had a craft project where we told the kids, pretend you're the president or draw the president, not Trump specifically, but we did have orange markers just in case. We told them to list 3 things that they would change if they were the president. One kid speaks up right away. He says, "No blacks." "No blacks, they don't work." My staff are shocked. "Go get Joel." I come in. He says the same thing. "No blacks, they don't work." I'm thinking, oh, now I have to talk to these racist parents, and I hate people who hate. right? Don't you guys hate people who hate? So I go, Bobby or Billy Bob or whatever your name is, what did you mean when you said no blacks, they don't work? He said, the blacks, they don't work, and neither do the yellow, brown, or red markers. They're all dried out. Oh, markers, great. Just Billy Bob, keep using the orange one. I hear orange is the new black. And soon Trump might be the one not working soon, so. So working at a community center, I do have to be CPR certified. The good news is they've done away with the mouth-to-mouth. I think people were dying because they had horrible halitosis. Oh. The one time I went to save a life, I go down and the breath was so bad, I was gagging. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be sick. And I'm like, you're gonna die. And it's really sad because a lifesaver could have saved their life in 2 ways. A lifesaver has that little hole that leaves an airway so you wouldn't have choked. And your breath would have been minty fresh, so I would have given you mouth-to-mouth, Grandma. Mom, I'm really sorry about that. You had to find out about that this way, too. So CPR at the training, in walks Gloria. She's this little skinny curly hair ER nurse, and she tells us to keep the proper beat during compressions, you have to sing a song. And one song you could use goes like this. It goes, staying alive, which seems appropriate, but then she switches it up to another song you could use when you're on top of a total stranger trying to save their life. And it goes like this. It goes, Another one bites the dust. Are you kidding me? And another one gone, and another one gone. How many people have you killed trying to save their lives, right? So I would like to dedicate this to my father. He was a Navy veteran, and apologize to my mother once more. And I want to dedicate it to all the vets out there that took care of our cats, dogs, and hamsters, all right? I'm Philly Joel. That's my time, folks. Thanks.